Well, Xavier, thanks for speaking with us. First of all, I suppose, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you've wound up here as the golf professional at Castle Dargan.
Well, I'm starting about 7 years ago in 2007 when the course just opened. I'm originally from France. I came to Sligo through the Erasmus program where I studied international marketing, and one thing to another, I was brought to the golf scene via Ross's Point Golf Club. Then I turned professional in 2004. I was always interested in teaching from the youngest age. I started golf at the age of 13 and always had a liking for understanding the golf swing and the technique of the golf swing, and I really feel I found my fit turning professional and being able to share my knowledge at that stage.
So when you say you came over initially on the Erasmus, was that as a student?
It was indeed, yeah. It was kind of a degree course that unfortunately didn't have the equivalence back home. So turning professional at that stage, doing the 3-year course, gave me some time to not jump into the real life yet and stay a student a bit longer. Yeah. So I'm glad the way things turned out. So
I mean, at this stage, 7 years on, you're very much settled in Sligo.
Very much. I'm married now, 2 kids, and that's where life goes.
You obviously enjoy it in the Northwest, like it here in the Northwest, if it's keeping you here.
Yeah, Sligo's been good to me, and I must say, playing golf and being able to be in the golf environment in the Northwest of Ireland is very much, coming from France, very much like near the roots of the game, and I feel privileged to have the chance to be playing here and the courses around.
Just on that, how do the courses, particularly here in the Northwest, compare with courses from what part of France is it you're from?
I'm from Vichy, which is very much in the centre.
Okay.
The main difference, obviously, is the weather. Where I'm from, the wind is occasional. The difference over here, it's all the time on. The architecture of courses here also is greatly varied, and the culture is very big. The main difference here in the Northwest is that we get the chance to play links golf, which doesn't exist where I'm from.
Okay, well, tell us first of all how you got involved in golf, or where your first taste of golf, I suppose, came from.
My mum took me at the age of 13 to a charity event where you could try golf, and I remember the first ball I went up in the air, and that was me. Happened pretty quick, yeah. After that, it became the #1 hobby, and I still remember that shot.
Okay, I mean, 13 is, I suppose, in some respects, maybe old getting into golf, because I'm sure you have youngsters out here at 8 to 10, maybe.
Yeah, no, 13 would possibly be old, like compared to the juniors we have in the club here, who would be confirmed and most competitive even before the age of 10 for some of them. But I remember putting a lot of time and effort in the game, and my progression was really, really quick. So I guess there's no real age to start golf. Obviously the tendency and the trend is going to invite younger people to specialize sooner.
Sure.
But I've also would have some belief that anyone can start golf late. You hear the likes of Greg Norman starting golf at the age of 17 and having a pretty successful career. So it's probably perceived to be old, but at the same time, once you're on the golf course, the age difference is easily absorbed.
Did you always have an interest in, I suppose, the fundamentals of golf, in terms of the swing, in terms of the psychology maybe? I mean, when did the coaching side of it come into it for you?
Well, I've always been interested in teaching, and even like for my own interest to sort of like research. Like I would have read articles and read books, and get the videos, and obviously share preferences with other fellow golfers. And it was always something I would have liked to do. I remember taking notes and writing little notebooks about how to swing the golf club and how to take this shot and how to use that golf club. So that's something I've done for a youngest age, and it's obviously it's a good feeling to be able to do it at a professional level now, and obviously with a bit more accuracy.
Do you remember when you first started giving advice to other golfers?
Yes, yeah. It would have more often been the buddies of mine, you, from school. Maybe you want to invite to the game you love, and you show them how to hit a golf ball, and you just share the love for the game, really.
I was going to go through your list of qualification and achievements as a professional and as a coach, but it's quite an extensive list, and with the risk of boring listeners with the high list, give us some of the highlights of some of your achievements as a coach.
Well, I qualified in 2007, and since then I would have done some ongoing course, and I would have had more interest in recent years in junior golf and just coaching golf in general. On top of being the director of golf at Dargan, I also teach regionally for the Connacht branch for the Golfing Union of Ireland, and also for the Irish Golf Union, which gives me the chance to meet other players and be given additional coaching references, and getting access to courses that you wouldn't necessarily get into if you were just a club professional. So I'm thankful for that. I'm also in the process of completing the level 3 course, which is going to give me just the confidence that I'm a better coach for all type of players. And really, as you learn from golf, as you learn to be a better coach, you also make yourself accessible to all levels, and I'm trying to excel, not only helping better players but also new people to the game.
Okay. In terms of golf professionals around the country, I mean, would there be many at that level 3 level?
There's about 17 to 18 people doing the course at the moment, and I'm sure there'll be much more in the future. But it's something new to the PGA, and Ireland seems to be the last region to always get the education, but the door is open for more to come in. Yeah.
What does that entail for yourself? Is it spread out over a number of months?
Well, all the courses. This course is on a distance learning basis. So obviously, I'm going to have assessments at the end of the year, but a lot of it is about self-reflection. You reflect on your coaching, you reflect on your philosophy, you reflect on yourself as a person, and also how you progress as a professional. So just the time to look at yourself in the mirror is very valuable, and it's good that we're given the tools to do that and learn from our own experience.
Okay. You've mentioned that you coach all levels from I suppose beginners right up until to some of the most promising young golfers in Connacht and to the Irish Union as well. What is a typical lesson for you? I mean, how do you start about working with a golfer?
Well, quite often there's the first thing you do, and as you meet in great players, even the ones you always try to catch up with them, or even just do like a profiling. After that, you're trying to find as much as you can, find out as much as you can from the background of the person you're meeting, and so to be able to adapt to the person needs. I enjoy on first lessons to go and play golf, because the true judgment is really when you go and get to see somebody playing golf, and it's a lot more realistic than just being on the side of a hole putting or hitting long shots one after the other. It's not often a true reflection of the player's ability. And after that, the one thing I've learned from experience is that you don't need to plan too much. Being responsive, being able to adapt without being judgmental, without not making any preconception of what you're going to do. Even if you know the player, you cannot anticipate what you're going to do in the next lesson. So there's a lot of adaptation, and you have to be able to give yourself a minute before you engage with the person in terms of giving instruction.
And I'm sure it's important to try and help them relax too, because as you say, they're not giving a true reflection of themselves sometimes if they're nervous or tense maybe.
Yeah, well, there's always a little bit of this, and people don't come to me because they're playing good golf. People come to me because they're going through a bad patch, and it's never nice to go to the doctor to be told there's something wrong with you. So in that respect, there's even especially people I have met for the first time, it's hard for them to relax and be themselves. But usually it doesn't take very long. Within a few minutes, people sort of loosen up a bit. But I'm conscious that it could easily be a bit intimidating to go for a lesson.
Of course. Tell us a little bit about Dargan, the club itself, and of course the course.
Well, Dargan Golf Club is part of the resort, and there's about 150 members. And this year we've also opened up the membership to a few trial members, which has been very successful. The golf club has a bit of a club life. It's relatively casual. There's the atmosphere is pretty relaxed here, and the golf course itself is a championship course designed by Dargan and more officially by Patrick Merrigan. Built in 2006, the golf course is sort of heathland and allowing a bit of parkland course with fitting a bit of a links at times, because there's not many trees on the golf course, but it's more kind of an open land with loads of artificial hills separating fairways. That's it.
It's a new course, but a very popular course, isn't it? It's, I mean, everyone that plays it seems to come away with an impression from the course.
Well, certainly the image of the course is improving as grass is growing. The course is getting more and more mature, and we'd like to see a lot of repeat business in recent days. Obviously you have to be patient with how the course is maturing, and at the moment it's really good. The comments are very good, and it's really when you go and play other courses that you really appreciate how your own is good. You know.
Okay, we're going to be speaking to you every fortnight for the next couple of months. Really looking forward to doing that, and to going through some of the issues maybe and some of the problems that the golfers in the Northwest and listeners to Ocean FM are dealing with. So we look forward to speaking to you in 2 weeks' time on the show.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to be working with you.